All right, everyone. So we now know that Triple H dialed back one promo that Drew McIntyre was giving while attacking CM Punk. So we're reading from TJR Wrestling. On the episode of Raw following the Royal Rumble, the rivalry between the pair kicked off in earnest, with McIntyre claiming he'd pray for Punk to get injured. Punk leader cost McIntyre the World Championship on two occasions, while Scott left Punk a bloody and broken mess on SmackDown. At SummerSlam, Punk was finally cleared to return to action, but he was defeated by McIntyre in a chaos-filled match where Seth Rollins served as the special guest referee. So then McIntyre goes on Not Sam Wrestling podcast ahead of SummerSlam, and this is what he had to say. I actually went a step further. In between Triple H and I, we got it where we felt like we wouldn't offend a lot of people. I had a little further than that, and Triple H dialed me back slightly, and we landed there. McIntyre said this next. That's one way to look at it because he's right. He's a gigantic name, but at the same time, I would say to him, he's been out for 7 months. As a big name as he is, if it was anybody else in my position that couldn't do their job like me or didn't have the same feelings as I had, did I not make him and keep him relevant and justify the big check that he's been making the whole time? So people are actually excited to see him come back and have this gigantic match at a stadium show. Does it not work both ways? Egotistical prick. So, obviously part of this is Drew McIntyre further, selling the feud. But I think this is a pretty big sign that this is a new WWE. And I know WWE went, PG for a long period of time. And so people may be saying, well, we've seen this in the past. And that is in some ways true. But I don't think Vince McMahon, and we've seen reports, I don't think Vince McMahon cared all that much about this idea of, offending anybody. I think Vince's view was, hey, as long as it's getting views, as long as people are watching it, as long as advertisers end up being okay with it, then we're going to do it. Right. So I think that's why this article did mean something to me, is that it's pretty clear that this is a new WWE. And as it's growing as a business, as it grows, we're going to see changes like this. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.